Hello, my dear friends. Let's start. And here's the welcome page where we can start a new case or open an existing one. So, first of all, we can see the step-by-step guide that will help us to understand how to navigate through our software, what buttons means, yeah, and here we can disable it when we finished all the study process and we don't need it anymore. So let's keep it right now. And first of all, we need to upload the upper jaw model where we can pick it. And then we need to do the same for the lower jaw. Okay, so the first step with file importing is complete. And now we can move to the next one. So here we can see the animated guides. Later in this tutorial they will not be animated, but in the final product they will be. And here we need to put 3 points which will lay in our XY plane and would put our model in the correct position. When finished it, we click apply, and now we can see the complete model staying in the correct position. And from this window, we can of course tune it up, move a bit from different points. Upper we are seeing a navigator. The design of it will be slightly changed later, and we continue to see some tips with some guides and help on how to navigate it. So the second step is complete. Let's move to the next one, and here we need to put in this step put 2 points on every tooth for bulk analysis. And here's a very nice tip regarding what to do when our teeth are missing. So by clicking here, we can see that there is an option to put empty on a selected tooth. So it will be grayed out and it will mean that tooth is not present. And of course we have a history record here, so we can go back by several steps back and of course forward if we hit it accidentally. Yeah, so now after putting all the double points on our teeth, we can see a map of teeth here, and those that are missing are grayed out and strike through. Also, we can see numbers of teeth here, which actually helps us to see exactly uh, which teeth corresponds to which one on this scheme on the left. And it will help us not to make mistake by selecting the shifted numbers of the teeth. And of course, we can select each of them and edit it from the inside. You cannot edit it while seeing all the lines around. That will help you not to make unnecessary moves or accidentally shift the points. Okay, so now we need to do the same for the lower jaw, and here everything is done. And at the left you can see a map of everything is marked correctly, and corresponding teeth are highlighted here in this view. And step number 3 is complete. Let's move forward, and here and then step number 4 we are dealing with segmentation. So right after the third step, the software will automatically segment teeth from jaws, and it will do with some very cool algorithm. But of course, sometimes it doesn't work 100% correct. So we have an option to edit those segmentation lines. And here we can select the tooth. And for example, for the tooth number 14, we can edit this curve. And how it works, you select the tooth and you can edit only the segmentation line for this particular tooth. To do that, you will have a circle around your cursor, and you can, by clicking, shift and move this curve nicely from inside and outside. And when you're hovering your mouse over the line, it becomes red, meaning that you cannot do anything with that. So it's like um, it's not like in other software and some fancy idea how it might work. We are not correctly sure it will be implemented in the final version, but we find it very handy and nice. And of course, you can change the brush size. After the completing the correction, you hit apply, which will bring you back to the mode where you can select other teeth, and of course you can go to the another jaw, and you can switch between those in the upper side. And of course we have this nice helpful circles pointing where each tooth is. And section 4 is complete. We can move on. And here we can see our teeth are perfectly segmented with pretty nice shiny texture of the jaw and the teeth. And now in this final step, we are dealing with orientation. So here we have axis and centers of resistance. And we, of course, can edit them. And from here, we can look at both jaws. We can turn off the gingiva and see the teeth with roots. And of course, we can go to the editing mode where for each every tooth we can correct the axis like we see here. So please note that you don't see gingiva here. You see only teeth, and the teeth that are not active are semi-transparent, so they will not be in front of your teeth in the case of this view. So this is actually it's not backside view, but it's a view from the side of the tooth, and this one is from the front. So you can actually rotate your axis exactly in the plane you are seeing. And with this nice little pivot, you can actually move this the center where actually axis starts. And here we have some nicey helpful tips that will be animated. And after finishing editing your axis, you hit apply. And by doing this for each tooth, actually the process of the importing is complete. So we hit finish, and we see very nice jaw with teeth segmented with correct axis and stuff. And after that, we can go to our setup mode, which will have a very different interface. Yeah, so thank you. Have a nice day.